Have you heard that the witch hunts were really about going after midwives? You probably wouldn't be the only one. And it sounds like a super cool party fact, only it's not. It's really wrong. This is going to be your new party fact. Let's zoom in on Scotland for a second. Why Scotland? Well, it's awesome, and that's where Outlander takes place. Beyond those reasons, though, the witch trials there were scary beyond all reason because there were more accused, more convicted, and more executed than almost anywhere. So if the midwives were the target, this is where we'd probably see it. Out of nearly 3,800 people accused, only 9 were recorded as midwives in the actual court records. 9. That's a fraction of a percent, and that's from the University of Edinburgh's Survey of Scottish Witchcraft. That's the real trial documents. So if it wasn't midwives, who were these women? Well, they were mostly ordinary women turned in by their neighbors, not hunted by some organized campaign. They'd been reported by the people next door. So let's talk about what actually happened. This was not a campaign against women. It was a fear that spread town to town, country to country. People traveled, France to England, England to Scotland, and with them, panic traveled. The Malleus Maleficarum, the witch hunting manual, got reprinted over and over and fed that fear. Layer that on top of everything else that was happening. Let's see, Henry VIII breaking away from Rome, Protestants and Catholics tearing at each other, civil war, a whole world coming apart. In a culture of fear like that, when your crops failed or your child died, nothing made sense. You needed someone to blame. And the easiest someone to blame was the neighbor you already resented. The woman down the road that you never really liked. Call her a witch and suddenly the senseless thing has a cause. The midwife story is tidier, but the records tell a darker one. Anyone different enough, inconvenient enough, gets a label. A friend told me recently, this was just last week, that someone in the middle of a conversation had referred to me as a demon. I told him, I was like, really? Seriously, a demon? I had to chew on that for a while, and I talked to another friend, and my friend kind of laughed and goes, historically, they should have called you a witch. They really need to get their slurs right.